Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Virginia Killmore, and welcome to my studio. Today is Fast Card Friday, which means we make a card that's still beautiful, but we make it quickly. Sometimes we just need a card in a flash. So that's what today's all about. So let's get started. So today's card is again the Butterfly Brilliance set. You know how much I love that. This is what happens to me when we get a new set. I just fall in love with it and I can't stop making cards. So you have to bear with me for a couple days while I get over my love of this set. The paper is just stunning. It's called Butterfly Bijou, the designer series paper. And I showed you how you can take the large cutter and cut out all the butterflies from the designer series paper. Let me give you a quick little tutorial on that. See how this is designed to be cut out? You cut all those little butterflies out in one fell swoop. It's wonderful. And I love the set and I love the paper, but I have started moving on to some of the other paper on it because there's just really wonderful stuff. And this set you cannot find in a catalog yet because it's coming out in the next catalog. By now we already know what's retiring, but because I videotape, I can't tell you because it's still the week before. And I'll be posting that soon enough. So today we're using that set only to cut out this butterfly, and we'll be using the sentiment from Art Gallery, which is my very favorite sentiment, happy birthday. I have a lot of birthday cards I need, so it's perfect. Just in case you want to see the Butterfly Bijou paper, here it is. Look at all the colors it coordinates with. And there's a lot of variety. This is the one that we did all the cutout of, but the paper is just beautiful. So to start with, we are going to start with a card kit like we used on Tuesday. Remember on Tuesday we did those cards that we used to stencil on, and they come with cards and envelopes. They're a little bit tinier, but they make a really quick and easy card. And the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put down all the layers because everything else goes on top of that, so it doesn't really matter. Notice I cut a circle out of there at some point. In case you don't know that little tip, that's how I save tons of paper. I always cut something out of the middle so that I have lots of shapes, because no one's ever going to see the fact that you cut that out of there instead of cutting it out of a fresh piece of paper. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue this down with my green glue. Just layer it carefully. And I took a big piece of the paper and cut it down to 4.5 by 3. So I'm going to put some glue down and put that down. Look at how simple and easy that was. Done very quickly. I'm going to lay this extra scrap piece that I had left over from cutting down my Night of Navy cardstock. I cut all my paper down to 4.25 by 5.5, so I have them all set to go to make an A2 size card. And then I'm just going to snip this right off. I probably could take it to the paper cutter, but I kind of like just doing that. So now I need to make this component, and I don't know if you can see the vellum. The vellum's pretty easy. I'm going to take a 2 1/4 inch punch and just punch a circle out. The hardest part with vellum is hiding it, how you glue it down. So I am going to glue it down primarily right in here with a little bit of tape runner, not a lot. Okay, there we go. I don't want a lot. I'm going to put it right over that butterfly, right over it. And that just gives me sort of a little surface to sort of create a spot for the butterfly. And I'm going to cut the butterfly out of this scrap piece of paper. And this is one of the dies from the Butterfly Brilliance die set. I buy everything as a bundle because I get 10% off. I'm going to put my piece of cardstock in. One of the things I've mentioned before is you can't get a big piece of cardstock in there, but that's okay because I only need a little piece anyways. I love, love, love my little mini cutter. The reason I love it is it's always on my desktop, always ready to use. That got moved as soon as I let go of it, so I'm going to just shove it in. There we go. Just think it's so nice to have something on my desktop that I can grab really quick and pop out my card, pop out my cutouts. I even keep my die here on my desktop in a little box that I made. See my little box? It has my cutters and my surfaces to cut and all my blending brushes. And then this sits right next to it. Always have it handy if I need it, because most of my die cutting is small. Now that popped up really pretty. I will have to clean my die before I put it away, but that was great. Now recently I got the whole set, and I have one die that didn't work really well, and I was so thrilled. I called Stampin' Up and they sent me a whole new set of dies to make up for the one die that's not working. I had one of these cutters in this Butterfly Brilliance tool. One of them didn't cut well. I think it was this one. And so they sent me a whole new set of dies. I'm so happy about that. In fact, it's the thing I love about Stampin' Up. They really stand behind their products. I'm going to put a tiny bit of tape there just to get my butterfly on, and actually he would look nice like that. Let's try that, just make it a little different. And now all we need to do is put a little bit of this dotted Swiss ribbon, and I'm going to just glue that on here, and then I'm going to put my sentiment right on top, and we're done. We are done for the day. That was a quick card. I'm stamping happy birthday. I should have a thank you card once in a while, but I have a lot of birthday cards. Of course, now I can't find my happy birthday. There it is. Okay, I love how dark that is. Night of Navy is beautiful. And then I need my classic label punch. And the reason I love our punches, I know I say this all the time, is that I can center it and make it straight, because I don't always stamp straight. That's it. This card is done. So I'm going to show you a little tip. If you have these little pieces at the bottom, you can use them right up on your card. See, right like that. I'm just going to put them right on there. Lay my sentiment out. My card is done. See how quick that was? All I need is my envelope. And if I wanted to, I could have used this stencil to color in like we did the other day, but this is such a great little card, really quick and easy. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you next week. I'm entering my 53rd week of doing this. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's been a little bit of a struggle from time to time, but so many of you tell me you watch it, you really need this, and I'm so thankful for all of you for following along. I hope you continue to enjoy this, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great day.